Hello, everyone. Today, I will share with you the powerful and unforgettable story of Kobe Bryant, a story of talent, discipline, heartbreak, and greatness. A story that teaches us about chasing dreams, never giving up, and inspiring millions of people around the world. This is not just the life of a basketball player. It is the journey of a man who became a legend. Kobe Bryant was born on August 23, 1978, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. From the very beginning, basketball was in his blood. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, was a professional basketball player who once played in the NBA. Little Kobe would sit in the stands, wide-eyed, watching his father on the court. The sound of the ball bouncing, the squeak of shoes against the floor, and the roar of the crowd became the soundtrack of his childhood. When Kobe was only 6 years old, his life changed. His father retired from the NBA and moved the family to Italy to continue his career overseas. Imagine being a young boy in a foreign country. Kobe had to learn a new language, adapt to a new culture, and make new friends. But while other kids played soccer, Kobe carried a basketball everywhere he went. He practiced on playgrounds, in gyms, and even in empty streets. The game became his best friend. Kobe was not just talented, he was obsessed. He would spend hours dribbling, shooting, and studying the moves of his basketball heroes. His favorite player was Michael Jordan. He watched Jordan's games over and over, memorizing every spin, every jump, every fadeaway shot. Young Kobe told himself, "One day I will be as great as him." This dream was not just a wish. It was a mission. By the time Kobe returned to the United States as a teenager, his skills were far beyond his age. He attended Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania. From the moment he stepped on the court, everyone could see he was special. He was fast, he was fearless, and he scored points with an elegance that amazed the crowd. In his high school years, Kobe led his team to championships and broke records that stood for decades. Reporters came to watch him. Colleges begged him to join. But Kobe had something bigger in mind. At just 17 years old, Kobe Bryant made a bold decision. Instead of going to college, he declared for the NBA draft. This was almost unheard of at the time. People doubted him. Some said he was too young, too small, too inexperienced. But Kobe believed in himself. His dream was clear, and nothing would stop him. In 1996, the NBA draft changed his life. He was picked by the Charlotte Hornets, but quickly traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe was still a teenager, not even old enough to legally sign his own contract without his parents. Yet he walked into one of the biggest basketball franchises in history with absolute confidence. The beginning was not easy. In his first season, Kobe did not get much playing time. He was the youngest player ever to step on an NBA court. Many veterans laughed at him. Some ignored him. But Kobe used every second of practice to prove himself. He stayed late after games, shooting until the arena was empty. He studied film at night, while others went out to party. His work ethic was unmatched. There was one moment early in his career that almost broke him. In the 1997 playoffs, Kobe had the chance to shine. But when the ball came to him in the final minutes, he missed not one, not two, but 4 critical shots. The Lakers lost. The world mocked him. They said he was not ready for the spotlight. Yet instead of hiding in shame, Kobe smiled. He said, "Those shots will make me stronger." He returned to the gym and worked harder than ever before. The years that followed turned Kobe into a superstar. In 1999, a young coach named Phil Jackson joined the Lakers, bringing with him a system that required discipline and teamwork. Beside Kobe was Shaquille O'Neal, a giant of a man with unstoppable power. Together, they formed one of the most dominant duos in NBA history. From 2000 to 2002, the Lakers won 3 championships in a row. The world watched in awe as Kobe flew through the air, hitting impossible shots and celebrating with his teammates. But success also brought challenges. Kobe was known for his relentless personality. He demanded perfection not only from himself, but from everyone around him. Sometimes this caused conflicts, even with Shaq. The media loved to paint them as enemies, and while their relationship was complicated, their results were undeniable. They were champions, and Kobe's name became a symbol of greatness. In 2003, Kobe faced one of the darkest moments of his life. He was accused of a serious crime, and suddenly his image was shattered. The case was complicated, and in the end, the charges were dropped. But the damage to his reputation was deep. Sponsors left him. Fans turned against him. For a time, he was seen as a villain instead of a hero. Many athletes would have collapsed under such pressure. But Kobe decided to rebuild. He poured all his pain into the game. Basketball became his sanctuary. By the mid-2000s, Kobe was carrying the Lakers on his back. Shaq had left the team, and people doubted if Kobe could win without him. But he answered with performances that stunned the world. In 2006, he scored 81 points in a single game against the Toronto Raptors, the second highest scoring game in NBA history. It was a night that showed the pure force of his talent. Every shot seemed destined to go in. Fans could not believe what they were witnessing. Kobe's style of play earned him a nickname, the Black Mamba. He gave himself this name to represent his killer instinct. A black mamba snake is fast, precise, and deadly. Kobe wanted to capture that spirit on the court. The Mamba Mentality, as he called it, became his philosophy. It was about focusing, working harder than anyone else, and never making excuses. Soon, the phrase spread beyond basketball. People from all walks of life began using Mamba Mentality as a symbol of determination. The road to more championships was not easy. For years, Kobe and the Lakers struggled. But with new teammates, including Pau Gasol, Kobe finally climbed back to the top. In 2009 and 2010, the Lakers won 2 more championships. The 2010 finals against the Boston Celtics were especially sweet. Kobe had lost to them in 2008, and now he had his revenge. He lifted the trophy with tears in his eyes, proving to the world that he could win as the leader of his team. As Kobe entered his 30s, his body began to feel the weight of years of relentless effort. Injuries started to slow him down, but his mind never gave up. He continued to play through pain, inspiring fans with his toughness. One unforgettable moment came in 2013. Kobe tore his Achilles tendon, one of the worst injuries a basketball player can face. Most players would collapse and be carried off the court. But Kobe? He stayed. He walked to the free throw line, hit 2 shots, and then walked off by himself. That image became a symbol of his unbreakable spirit. After recovering, Kobe returned, but age and injuries made the game harder. He was no longer the unstoppable force of his youth. Yet he embraced his role as a mentor, guiding younger players and sharing his wisdom. Fans knew his time was ending, but they still filled arenas just to watch him play. In 2016, Kobe Bryant announced his retirement, but he did not leave quietly. In his final game, he gave the world one last masterpiece. Against the Utah Jazz, Kobe scored 60 points. The crowd cheered with every basket, chanting, "Kobe! Kobe!" It was the perfect ending to a legendary career. 20 years with one team, 5 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and an endless list of unforgettable moments. But Kobe's story did not end with basketball. Retirement opened a new chapter. He became a storyteller, writing books, producing films, and inspiring children. In 2018, he even won an Academy Award for his animated short film, Dear Basketball. His creativity and passion showed the world that greatness is not limited to one field. Kobe also dedicated his time to coaching his daughter Gianna's basketball team. He wanted to pass on his love for the game to the next generation. Gianna, known as Gigi, was talented just like her father. Together, they dreamed of her playing in the WNBA one day. Their bond was beautiful and strong. Kobe became not just a global icon, but also a proud father, deeply involved in the lives of his four daughters. Then came the tragedy that shook the world. On January 26, 2020, Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others died in a helicopter crash in California. The news spread like fire. Fans cried in the streets. Players fell to their knees in disbelief. The world lost a hero far too soon. Kobe's death was heartbreaking, but his legacy did not die. People remembered his determination, his discipline, his love for the game, and his philosophy of Mamba Mentality. Murals appeared on walls across the world. Millions wore his jerseys. Children shouted his name when shooting basketballs into hoops. And most importantly, people carried his spirit into their own lives. Kobe Bryant's life is a lesson. It teaches us that greatness does not come by accident. It comes from dedication, from failing and rising again, from working when no one is watching. It teaches us that no matter how many challenges we face, we can overcome them if we believe in ourselves. Today, when people think of Kobe, they remember more than just a basketball player. They remember a man who inspired a generation, a man who showed us what it means to dream big and to give everything for that dream. So, my friend, when you hear the name Kobe Bryant, do not just think of the points he scored or the championships he won. Think of his journey. Think of his resilience. Think of the Mamba mentality. And let his story remind you that you too can chase your dreams with courage, discipline, and heart.